after we've lost everything, we're free to do anything.
Oh, no, whenever you would stay my baby, I know that my mother would never. Raise up, step my back.
All due respect, you got no fucking idea what it's like to be number one.
This is to all you fellas, y'all probably don't want to hear this shit, but you're gonna have to leave her ass. You're gonna.
And just to add to this, bro, let's be real right now. One of the reasons why you're so hesitant on leaving her is because you're worried about, oh, bro, I'm not gonna find someone that looks better than her. I'm not gonna find someone with the body that she has, bro. She has it. She looks so good. But there's a problem with that, bro. You're not talking about because she makes me happy, because she supports me. You over there worried about how good this woman looks, bro. You got to put those looks to the side and look at the situation as this individual does not make me happy. There's 8 billion people in this world to this day. And you think you can't go out there and find someone that looks just as good as that woman, if not better, but better yet, she makes you happy at the end of the day, bro? Put yourself out here. When you see a girl that you're attracted to, shoot your shot. Forget what these women talking about. Oh, stay in your league. No, shoot your shot. Be respectful and do what you need to do. Be great, fellas.
I knew when I really started to focus on my happiness. I feel like women, we tend to...
Bullshit. You don't be committed with someone only to find out later down the line that you need to be happy. This is something you should have accomplished before you decided to be committed to someone. Before you decided to bring in life. That's a cop-out. I'm sorry, not sorry. No. If you, ladies and gentlemen, aren't happy, getting married won't make you happy. It'll just make you lie to yourself. And because you lied to yourself and you weren't real with yourself, you've now inadvertently hurt people who were under the impression that everything was happy. Don't do this. It's selfish. And when you're married, you need to be selfless. Wow.
How did that contribute to the destruction of the relationship?
It's just that we wasn't seeing eye to eye no more. He wants something else, and I want something else. He wanted to get married, and I told him no.
Do you regret that?
Yes and no.
Okay, explain.
Because it was a lesson learned. He met me as a construction worker. That's one point. He met me as an actual construction worker. I was making like $14, $15 an hour.
Okay, all right. And so, I mean, are you still homeless right now?
It's like I have like somewhere to rent right now, but
we saw each other one other time, about a month ago or so.
Yeah, I saw you at Woodruff Park.
Yeah, and you said that you was going to cook for him and his girlfriend.
I was being friendly, like, hey, can I use your stove real quick, and I'm gonna cook for you and for her too.
Why do you think you rejected his offer the first time?
The first time,
meaning
second time.
Let's
go down the timeline. The first time, the second time, the third time. I rejected all of it.
Why?
It's because at the time I was 27, 28. I didn't know any better. I didn't. It was up to me. If I could rewind time right now,
what would you have done different?
I would still be with that man. So.
Video, when he reaches out to you, are you going to accept his offer this time, or are you still going to reject it?
There's no offer this time. He said, I love you. I love you enough to let you go. You have to grow and get different ideas and do different things.
It's a few years later, but what have you learned specifically
I've learned that when a man loves you and could give you the world, sweetheart, take it.
How many times does somebody get in a relationship and they're in a relationship with somebody that has 8 out of the 10 greatest things that they need, most important things they need in a relationship? And when something's a little off, a person comes by with only 2, but it's the 2 that that person is missing.
Didn't have, yeah.
They look amazing to them. Why?
Honeymoon phase.
2 out of 10. It's 8 out of 10. Common sense. But instead, they'll fuck around and fuck up and leave with the 2 out of 10 and realize afterwards, and then want to try to come back to the 8 out of 10.
Now, if you're new to the game, you've never had a girlfriend before, it's imperative that you also watch this broadcast. If you're a person out here dating, you have no interest in maybe having a girlfriend right now, it's also imperative that you watch this now, because at some point you may want one, and there's a way to enter, there's a way to begin, and you must have these tools. This show's for everyone. You could be a married man right now. Now, it could be too late, and it may not be too late. She may be thirsting for your leadership. I coached a man out in Spain, I believe it was Saturday, who was, if he kept going down the same road, his relationship would be over. And leadership was the main problem. Accountability on both sides, for sure. Women are to be held accountable. They are. They don't like it. Too bad. You must be held accountable. But men first. In my book, the man's coming first. The woman, you're going to get yours, but you're going to get it second. Okay?
Yes, ladies, the spiky-haired douchebag that you guys love to loathe is back, wearing the flowered shirt. Fella, sometimes a woman is going to reject that masculine alpha male, especially if they have a beta cuck chimpanzee boyfriend back at home. Why would they risk losing that to be with the alpha male when they know they can't tame the alpha male? They can't control him, right? They can't conquer him. So they would rather settle for Mr. Dependable, Mr. Safety Net, Mr. Pendejo back at home. He's a good little puppy dog, right? She puts the leash on him. She pets his head. She gives him a bone once in a while. Maybe she'll give him a lick or two just to make him happy. But that's it. But she's still checking out other dudes, whether at the gym, out in public, at the bar. But she knows she doesn't want to risk losing what she has back home. Like Rollo Tomasi said, the beta male providers, the woman will settle for them at a certain age, right? They're looking to get married, okay? They know that they can't control that alpha male anymore. Their party days are over. So it's nothing against you guys. You have to keep moving forward. You have to be resilient. Certain women, they've done this to me. And then when I see their boyfriend, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Such a beautiful girl with a guy who's built like a noodle, right? Built like a number 2 pencil, has no backbone, has no masculine energy, and this is the guy they're settling for. I could look at a couple and I know who runs the show, who's the boss in the relationship, who's the masculine one, and who's the feminine one. Most of these dudes that these women settle with, they're feminine. Women feed off of that. They love it. It's their safety net. It boosts their ego when they reject a guy like me, or even a guy like yourself, right? An alpha male, a masculine man, whatever it is, someone that you know can't be controlled. They love rejecting that guy. They'll brag about it to their best friends, right? Even in the DMs, you see this with famous people. Girls will take screenshots of it and show their girlfriends or show the public, look, this famous guy messaged me, right? This blue check guy, and look, I rejected him. They love that, guys. Why do you think they do it? It's for attention. Okay? Remember that. Be resilient. Move forward. We take no prisoners, motherfucker. Okay?
I'm telling you, bro, you gonna find out one day how bad it really can be, bro. There was one time I thought it'd be funny to take this one girl's phone and just read her female group chat. Little did I know how crazy it would change my entire head, bro. Like, so basically this girl had a paragraph she ran in the group chat. Everybody was laughing at it hard as hell. They were like, yo, LMAO. Like, they were laughing so hard. So I was like, let me swipe up and see what's so funny. I swipe up. The story is basically this. The girl goes to her sneaky link's house, right? her and her sneaky link end up doing the deed. Her sneaky link ends up, getting the job done and finishing inside the girl, right? So she said she tried to go home and shower. But when she got home, to her surprise, her boyfriend was at her house, right? So her and her boyfriend ended up doing the deed before she could shower. And he was down there, eating the cat. And she said her boyfriend looks up at her and says, "Oh my God, you are so wet." And at first I was like, so what? She was just wet. And then I thought about it. I was like, no way. This man just ate another man's milk. And they were all laughing at it. I just couldn't believe it. Like, all the girls in the group chat were just laughing hard as hell. Like nobody said anything about it. They were just laughing, and I was just like, damn. That's all I could say. Just damn.
Men kill people, women kill society.
Stealing that. I've never heard that before. That is absolutely true if you really think about it. Wow.
Well, it was a spontaneous thought. That's why you never heard it before.
Every guy is trying to get some booty. Every guy is doing what every other guy is doing. Liking all her pictures, commenting on her stories. You're just boosting her ego. You're making male validation worthless.
How do I stop my husband from divorcing me after I cheated on him? I dumped the other person as soon as my husband found out.
No explanation needed on breaking up once she got caught. This applies to a lot more than just cheating, however. Most people in a relationship, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, that's the time period where you're figuring some stuff out about the other person. They're following people online they shouldn't be following. Flirting, crushes, basically acting single when you're not around. It's those first few months that these things pop up and we find ourselves in a position to say, right? The whole acting single when you're not around, that doesn't magically change because you're on the verge of a breakup. That's who they are. That's how they feel about you, and that's how they feel about the attention that they need when you're not around.
I'm covered in tattoos and people are always like, "Oh my God, are you gonna run out of space?" I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna run out of space. That's why I started dating someone with no tattoos. Second canvas.
Here's the number one thing you never want to do if you catch your girl cheating or talking to another dude. You never check the man, you always check the woman. The girl that you choose to claim as your woman, she's a representation of you. That man is doing exactly what he's supposed to do whenever a woman get out of pocket or she start choosing. Don't be mad at him because you can't control your household. A lot of men have lost their lives, whether it's in the grave or it's in prison, and that girl you was with, she on to the next dude.
Ever mention your male friends, your male coworkers, your male family members. None of them. Here's why. I don't care if you say he's bad. I don't care if you say he's cold. I don't care if you say he's a blah guy. I don't care if you say he's an amazing guy. He saved my life. I don't care if you say he's broken. He don't deserve nobody. He's hurt. He's this. He's toxic. I don't give a crap what you say. You never mention that man. You know why? Because the only thing it does is pique her interest. The only thing that mentioning another man to your woman does is piquing her interest. It will always pique her interest. She's been with you for X amount of years. She's been with you for so long. She's going to try to figure out what your friends are like, male and female. She's going to try to figure out what your circle is like if she doesn't already know. She's not asking questions because she's like, wow, I really care. I really want to know. No one really cares. No one really wants to know. I want to know who's around you. And 9 times out of 10, if she's a toxic woman, she don't want to know just because she wants to know. She's like, man, you talk about him a lot. I wonder about him. Stop doing it, guys. You're setting yourself up. You're giving your own alley-oop for her to slam dunk that shit right in the cheater's court.
Bummer.
Women will say they're supporting themselves and they'll be doing the bare minimum. Nissan Altima payment, 8 years, $78 a month. They'll have no car insurance. They'll be living in a damn hot sweat box, 1-bedroom apartment, studio apartment with all they clothes crammed into 400 square feet. And they'll be bragging. Now let you do that. Let you bring her back to that, and you ain't a Chad or Tyrone. Let you bring her back to that apartment and see what she says to you. She'd be like, this it? You struggling. But her, she's winning in life.
Another thing that's bad and whatnot is being when you are an attractive man, when you have some level of like handsome or aesthetics to you, things will be placed on you that aren't necessarily true. When you are attractive, right, and let's say that you're attractive and you happen to be single, right? Of course, the woman in question is going to be going through her mind trying to figure out what is it that's why you single. She want to figure out why you single or whatnot and try to fill in boxes of her own. I will say that it is good to allow individuals to fill in spaces on certain stuff, but this is the double-edged tangent of that. Well, a lot of times people fill in spaces that make them draw conclusions that are negative towards you or just incorrect. You just got to be okay with it, man. Another thing I would say that's problematic when you got some level of like handsomeness to you is that women in general and whatnot, especially women who are attractive, like real attractive, they can't be intimidated by the fact that you are also attractive. This is just a matter of yin and yang or whatnot. If yin sees that yang is doing too much of what yin's supposed to be doing, then yin will have a problem. There will be a lack of balance. I've seen this countless times where women, they love the idea of being at the center stage and they love that attention so much so because it's been always with them all their life. So when they get an interaction with a dude or whatnot who can get just as much attention, you know what I'm saying, on the opposite spectrum, women just don't want to deal with that.
If your girl says she leaving you, help her pack her bags and let her go. Don't argue, don't yell, don't fight, don't put your hands on her, don't do nothing, don't beg, let her go. Never chase a woman. This is a test to see what kind of man you are. Are you strong? Are you firm? Are you gonna bend to her? If you fail this test, she really gonna leave your ass. No cap. You gotta show her that you don't need her. You don't need her. Women hate men that depend on them. They hate men that need them. I'm telling you, you gotta show her that you good, solo dolo. You don't need nobody. Real shit.
Men, you have to understand that women love you under conditions. But the conditions are really simple when you really look at it. Like, you can't change your height, all right? You are what you are, but you can change how your body is if you work out. You can change how your money is if you set a goal, go towards it, and then just keep doing that the rest of your life, all right? You can change those things. Those two things will get you women, all right? And then game. You learn game throughout life, talking to women. So just keep talking to women. It's that simple.
The more men that a woman has been with over the course of her sexual history, the more chance, the greater the pool of guys who made that imprint upon her or have given her that baggage. The more that woman has slept with those guys, statistically speaking, the odds are if she's got 10 or 20 in her backfield, one of those guys or three of those guys made an alpha impression upon her that the guy who's next in line is going to have to overcome because he's got to out-alpha the guy that is like sort of the ghost of alpha's past, right? So it's not so much a numbers game as it is like an alpha impact game.
Yeah, go ahead and play these bitches like it's a religious obligation. Look, they're pretending to love you and laughing about it in the group chat, my dog. Wake up, listen to Future, get it popping. We're
When a woman looks at you, it's a test. She wants to see, are you a guy worth submitting to? If you look away first, it's over. Women are so drawn to strength. You cannot be the one to look away first. I used to make this mistake a lot. I would think, oh, if a girl look at me, I don't want to give her no validation, so I'm going to just look away. No. I'm not saying glare at her and, oh my God. No. But you want to fix that eye contact. This is why I will go on dates with girls and I will realize a lot of girls can't maintain eye contact. And the moment they can't maintain eye contact, I realize that she sees me as being very attractive, she's anxious, and that means she's ready to be seduced.
Gentlemen, understand something. If you are a single man with no children and you are earning $75,000 or more, you are now platinum. Shout out to platinum. If you're making 6 figures or more, you are now diamond level. If you're making $55,000 to $60,000, you are gold. You are far more valuable than you have ever been. And here's the trick. You guys don't know how valuable you are. That is why so many of my critics and detractors are angry at me, because I am waking men up to their true value. That's why they want me shut up. That's why they want me off this. They don't, because of the impact it's having upon right-thinking men and right-thinking women. It is making it more and more, it's making it less and less possible for men to get bad.
Hello. I'm Shay.
Shay,
Austin.
you said?
Yeah, nice
A
to
pleasure.
meet you.
Yeah, it was real nice to meet you.
What do you do? What does your life look like?
I'm a manager at a primary care, and then right after work, I like to get a run in, do some weights.
Do you have any other hobbies?
Hobbies, I can't really say I'm that interested.
Austin, what was up with that?
The fact that you don't have any other hobbies. I'm a very creative person, I guess. My life is never, oh my gosh, because I'm a creative person?
No, you're not cute, sorry.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
I'm not cute? No. Okay, I know I'm cute.
That's so Why did you reject her?
I don't like colorful hair.
When a bitch-ass dude says shit like this, it is quite literally because he cannot control you. You don't need him, you allow him to be in your life. They make shit like this up to clip your fucking wings, bitch.
This content is going to incentivize men to be assholes. The TikToker's name is Jirafualo, and she makes a lot of content dunking on men. And you know, I enjoy dunking on men from time to time. It can be funny. It's called banter, and men do it too, and that's okay. But it's getting to a point where a guy literally says he wants his woman to get princess treatment, and somehow she finds a problem with it. It's okay for men to provide for women, and by dunking on them for doing this, you are contributing to the crappy dating pool. Maybe if she stopped acting like a man in her relationship, she wouldn't have to take drinks from strangers at bars.
Don't you want to wait for that girl? Like, do you really want to be the douchebag that girls hook up with?
Y'all go back and watch that whole video. She's talking about how the nice guys don't finish last. Girls end up marrying them or whatever. And you just gotta wait on the girl to get through her hoe phase. Now, why in the fuck would I want to do that? Like, yeah, girl, go get ran through. I'll be waiting right here. What the fuck?